नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Okay, so we need to start from page number 235 230, letter to Satswarup. Uh, and from here we need to start today. So, letter to Satswarup, Bombay, 20th November 1975. My dear Satswarup Das Goswami, please accept my blessings. I am in due receipt of your letter dated November 10, 1975, and have noted the contents. Krishna will guide you how to increase the library distribution. Do not worry. Just do it sincerely and with a cool brain. Regarding Miami Temple, you say it is a paradise. So that must be, because it must be better than the former place. But they must keep the whole temple site very neat and clean. And this is very important, and please instruct them on this. Abhiram, he is an intelligent boy. He can do and he can manage. Simply you have to encourage him and see that he shows good example to all the devotees, and they will all work very enthusiastically under his leadership. So Prabhupada is speaking about Miami Temple. I am currently sitting in Miami Temple, in the ashram in Miami Temple. Prabhupada is talking about the temple. It's a good temple. City. Prabhupada visited Miami 2, 3 times. There is the park near to the temple where Prabhupada used to go for morning walk. That park is still there. Many devotees go there. Regarding Denver, why are they doing business? This creates a bad atmosphere. We shall only do one business, and that is book selling. That's all. As soon as you become karmis after business, then spiritual life becomes damaged. This business should not be encouraged by anymore. Doing business and not sankirtan, this is not at all good. Visay chhadiya kabe suddha habe man, kabe ham hevibo Sri Vrindavan. When the mind is completely purified, being freed from material anxieties and desires, then I shall be able to understand Vrindavan and the conjugal love of Radha and Krishna. And then my spiritual life will be successful. One has to engage himself in devotional service, giving up the engagement of manufacturing pounds, shilling, pence. Sankirtan is very good, but grihasthas under condition can do other business, only if they give at least 50%. But Sankirtan is the best business. Our Denver temple is situated in a very nice place. It is our own house, so it must be managed very nicely. Please encourage Kurusrestha in this regard. He is very good devotee, very sincere and intelligent. I have seen the photograph you sent of the Houston temple. It is very impressive building. It looks like a secretariat building. I want that our Mayapur festival there should be booths showing our activities. There should be one booth showing all the photographs of our temple buildings. This will be very impressive. Even big businessmen, they haven't got such branches all over the world as we have got. And our business is with honor. Why not purchase the Houston temple? And I am glad to note the successful program in Gainesville temple. Regarding the Africa preaching, in South Africa it was very successful. Although they do not like Indians there very much, still in the university when I spoke, all the European audience they clapped after, and then they purchased my books very enthusiastically. It was very encouraging. Anyone who is not biased and fanatically sophisticated will like our books. Yes, I am doing Srimad Bhagavatam, trying to finish. I am trying my best. I hope this meets you in good health. Your ever well-wisher, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. So in one letter, Srila Prabhupada is answering about so many centers. First, he discusses about the Miami center, and he emphasizes about keeping the temple very neat and clean and managing the things effectively, and uh, showing the good example to the devotees. Then he is talking about Denver. Some devotees are doing some other businesses. So Srila Prabhupada is emphasizing that the best business is book selling business, about doing Sankirtan. And also he speaks about Houston, Texas. It is a big building. Srila Prabhupada selected the building. It's still there. Then Prabhupada is talking about Gainesville Temple, which is in Florida. Here the university preaching is going very nicely. They have the Krishna house. They preach to the student. Gainesville has a very big university, biggest university in Florida. So ISKCON has a center there. They distribute prasadam also, and they have the youth center near to the university. These all things, most of the things were started by Prabhupada when he was preaching in US. Then Srila Prabhupada talks about Africa and South Africa preaching. So one thing which Prabhupada is speaking consistently, that good preaching means book distribution should be there. That is the result. If good book distribution is there, then it is understood that preaching was good. Okay, next letter. Letter to Garg Muni, Vrindavan, 4 December 1975. My dear Garg Muni Maharaj, please accept my blessings. I beg to acknowledge receipt of your letter dated 11 November 1975. I have noted the contents carefully. Yes, your present engagement is more important. Managing Calcutta temple is not so important. I am pleased that you are selling my books. This is superior engagement. So please continue and increase it more and more. Your plan for the business is nice. No, your plan for the buses is nice. One address in Yugoslavia is Vladimir Radovanov, 45, Skadarska, Belgrade. I hope this letter finds you well. Your ever well-wisher, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. Okay, it seems Srila Prabhupada is giving the address for the buses. Okay, okay, next letter. Letter to Tamal Krishna, Bombay, 18 December 1975. My dear Tamal Krishna Maharaj, please accept my blessings. Thank you for your letter dated December 4, 1975. I have noted the contents with great pleasure. Your letter is very, very encouraging to me. I do not know how you are selling so many books. There is no instance in history where religious books were sold with such enthusiasm and success. Is there any such history? The Christians have spread their teachings all over the world, and they have only one book. So we have already got 40 big books published in English. Therefore, if we distribute as you are distributing, we cannot even imagine the result. Your program is very nice. Please continue more and more. Yes, we can print instead of 20,000, 50,000 copies of the first editions of each book. Ask Rameswar to do it. Your idea for holding Jagannath festival in the big cities is approved by me. Do it. Yes, you come in January. I hope this letter finds you well. Your ever well wisher, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. So, Srila Prabhupada was fond of getting the letters from Tamal Krishna Maharaj. In one of the letters, previously in previous classes, Prabhupada mentions that You should at least write one letter in a week to me. Prabhupada instructs Tamal Krishna Maharaj that at least one letter in a week you should write. I like reading your letter. So this is the relationship between Prabhupada and Tamal Krishna Maharaj, very close, thick, intimate relationship. He writes, your letter is encouraging to me. And also Prabhupada is making one important point. Christians by book distribution have spread their teachings all over the world, but they have only one book. By one book they have spread so much. So we already have 40 books. This is that time. Now we have Prabhupada books, more than 70, 80 books we have. So we can't imagine what we can do if book distribution is increased. If everyone of us uh, give some time for book distribution, then we can't imagine how the face of the world can change. Prabhupada books can save the world. And now then he is increasing the number of copies for the book printing. Then we can go for the next letter. Letter to Satswarup, Nellore, 5th January 1976. My dear Satswarup Maharaj, please accept my blessings. I beg to thank you for your monthly GBC report dated December 14th, 1975. I have noted the contents carefully. Now you and all of your men are experienced in distributing books to the libraries. If you can get our books placed in the public libraries, it will be a great victory. Do whatever you think best to make this possible. Yes, the reviews you are getting are very important. Many times I am showing them to influential gentlemen. So Srila Prabhupada clearly wants that his books should be there in the public libraries. We can try in whichever cities we are in. If we can try a way to go to the public libraries and put Srila Prabhupada all books, standing orders, take a standing order and put all Srila Prabhupada books, Prabhupada will be very happy. He wanted that his books should be there in all the libraries in the world. So at least in our cities we can try. In public libraries, go and put Srila Prabhupada books somehow or other. He is telling here, do whatever you think best to make it possible. Everything should be done cooperatively. Our and yours are material conceptions and have no place in our Krishna consciousness movement. If the members of our movement are unable to cooperate, it will be very difficult to spread the mission of Lord Chaitanya. God Nitai deities should not be taken into university classrooms. The professors and students will think we are fanatics. It is better to keep a big picture of God Nitai, which can be seen by everyone, rather than taking deities into classrooms. Yes, as a sannyasi and GBC, your first duty is to read my books. Otherwise, how will you preach? In order to remain steadily fixed in Krishna consciousness, there must be a sound philosophical understanding. Otherwise, it will become only sentiments. Whenever you find time, please read my books. Shortly, we shall be introducing the system of examinations for those students who are ready for second initiation as well as sannyas. According to the degree, devotees will be expected to read and assimilate our different books. Our first business is this book distribution. There is no need of any other business. If this book distribution is managed properly, pushed on with great enthusiasm and determination, and at the same time, if our men keep spiritually strong, then the whole world will become Krishna conscious. If book distribution is managed properly, and if devotees are spiritually strong, then the whole world can become Krishna conscious. So, two things are important, expanding and managing book distribution nicely, and maintaining spiritual purity. These two things, if it is there, then the ISKCON preaching will be much more effective. I hope this will meet you in the best of health. Your ever well-wisher, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. In this letter, Srila Prabhupada is also mentioning about system of examinations for Prabhupada books. It includes Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vaibhav, Bhakti Vedanta, and Bhakti Sarvabhaum, the degrees which Srila Prabhupada wanted devotees to take. So whenever we have time, we should make it a point that we are logged into some courses and we are continuing the courses, especially Prabhupada books. One thing is sure, if we are doing some courses and we are getting assignments, then it will actually force us to read nicely. When we read and we do the assignment, then it forces us to think about and study nicely. Otherwise, we don't study that deeply. So it's good to have the examinations, do the Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vaibhav course. As per time, now online courses are also available. So we can do Bhakti Shastri at least online and try to read nicely Prabhupada books. Okay, next letter comes. Letter to Abhiram, Bombay, 9 January 1976. My dear Abhiram, please accept my blessings. I beg to thank you for your letter dated 8 December 1975. I have replied your previous letter. I do not know why you have not received it. I accept all the candidates for first initiation as my duly initiated disciples. Their spiritual names are Bhakt Wayne Melton, Vishwabraksh Das, Bhakt Michael Cremo, Drut Karma Das, Bhakt Sunil Avatramani, Advidharan Das, Bhakt Andrew Hooper, Srimaya Das, Bhaktin Bernadette, Andhrupa Dasi, Bhaktin and Antoinette, Harish Tanu Dasi. So in this, Drut Karma Prabhu's name is here. Drut Karma Prabhu is ISKCON's uh, scientist. He is scientist by degree and he has written so many scientific book. Drut Karma Prabhu, he is a famous. Michael Cremo is a famous scientist, Prabhupada disciple. Now you must hold a fire ceremony. Everyone must vow to chant faithfully 16 rounds, minimum a day, and follow strictly the rules and regulations. This will ensure spiritual strength. The newly initiated Brahmanas are Nandanacharya Das, Raghunath Puri Das, Lang Ganesh Das, Janardhan Das, Trimalla Bhatt Das, and Nartak Gopal Dasi. They should participate in the fire ceremony and afterward should hear the Gayatri Mantra from the tape through the right ear. Brahmin means cleanliness, inside by chanting and externally by regular bathing. Teach them this, not only by precept but by your personal example. Now you have got very excellent land, so develop it very nicely. Miami is a tropical climate, so it should be made very lush with fruit and flower trees. I was very glad to see how your temple is now amongst the big leaders of book distribution. This is a sure sign of spiritual strength. For where there is preaching, there must be life. Please go on increasing more and more the book distribution. You are working in the right direction. I hope this meets you and all the devotees at New Namisaranya Forest in the best of health. Your ever well-wisher, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. So Srila Prabhupada actually bought one big patch of land in Miami, and Srila Prabhupada gave the name New Namisaranya forest. So that time it was a flourishing community. And after Srila Prabhupada's disappearance, after some years, they were not able to manage such a big patch of land. So that land had to be sold out, and they got a temple in the Miami city. That temple is existing currently. The temple is named as New Nemisaranya Dham because Prabhupada originally gave the name to that land. So it was a farm community before, but devotees could not manage it. So now there is the temple in 5 acre of land. 5 acre land is there, and the temple building is there. It still is a big building, but not as big like the forest which Prabhupada bought during his time. Okay. Letter to Rupanuga, Bombay, 11 January 1976. My dear Rupanuga, please accept my blessings. I beg to acknowledge receipt of your letter dated December 26th, 1975, and I have noted the contents. The bombastic distribution of Krishna trilogies in New York is wonderful. I have read the report given in the Sankirtan newsletter. But one thing is whether they have collected enough to cover all the cost. I have heard that despite all this distribution, now there is a big debt to the book fund. The GBC has to manage so expertly that there will not be debts. This debt to the book fund must be cleared immediately, if possible, by the Mayapur meeting. Now we require so much money for the temple projects in India. But if the temples do not pay their book bills, from where will I get the money? Swarup Damodar Das has written me about the Bhaktivedanta Summer Institute. It is a very good idea. If possible, try to accommodate it on one of the farms we already have. To buy another farm simply for this purpose is not very practical. The institute should not only stress book study, but there must be equal time given to kirtan, arati, prasadam. There must be spiritual life. Then book study will have meaning. Many people have mentioned the nice prasadam distribution in our New York temple. I have heard also that on Sundays there are 500 people attending. So there is tremendous scope for preaching. Now this building must be organized very expertly. I want to come in April or May, but whether my quarters are ready or not. In the 6 day book distribution, Eastern Zone was first. This is our most important work. All the leaders should tax their brain for increasing the sales of our books. I have already said that if we simply rely on book distribution, all our needs will be met. We shall never use this artificial fertilizer on our farms. It is forbidden in the Shastras. If you plant easily grown crops once in a year, then the earth will not become exhausted. This is important. Srila Prabhupada is telling that we should not use artificial fertilizers in the farms. If you plant easily grown crops once in a year, then the earth will not become exhausted. Don't overuse the land. I accept Bhakta John as my disciple and also Padma Malini Dasi for second initiation. His name is Amar Das. Now hold a fire ceremony. She may be allowed to hear the mantra through the right ear from the tape. Instruct them both on the meaning of first and second initiation respectively. I hope this meets you well, your ever well-wisher, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. So this is a good letter. Many instructions. Rupanuga Prabhu is Prabhupada's senior disciple. And Prabhupada is speaking about not keeping the debt to the BBT, because Bhaktivedanta Book Trust money was being used at that time for temple construction. So Srila Prabhupada doesn't want that the money should be held back. Also, he's telling about Swarup Damodar Maharaj. That time Swarup Damodar Prabhu, Bhakti Swarup Damodar Maharaj, he had one Bhakti Vedanta Summer Institute. So Srila Prabhupada is liking that idea and giving the many ideas in that. And then we already read about artificial fertilizers. Okay, if some devotees have some comment or some questions, anything, then we can discuss. Otherwise, we can end the class. Okay. So today Maharaj was not there. Tomorrow seems Maharaj will be there. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai.